Hey everyone, Andang here for more of Mordor. When we last left off, we just finished off a dune and are now ready to go on into Isenmouthe and on into the next area. We've finished off the first region of Mordor, which is super exciting, and I can't wait to just continue on. And so, basically, we're just supposed to kill 5 enemies here at this Isenmouthe entrance, and then continue making our way deeper within here. And there are plenty of enemies here. And before the enemies actually count, we have to get closer to the Isenmouthe here. But there are lots of them blocking the way. There we go. Okay, and we can see clearly this is a major defensive area that basically just protects Mordor from invasion into the heartland of Mordor. You know, a dune is just the industrial area, it's, you know, way outside. The real place inside Mordor is on the other side of this wall, and we're about to make our way towards that, to go to things like Mount Doom and Barad-dûr and all the places that you expect to see in Mordor, and so I'm super excited to finally be making our way through this gate. Okay, let's take out the remaining 3 enemies we need to be able to pass through here. Technically we could go ahead and pass through, but you know, we gotta complete this quest for the Black Book of Mordor. And speaking of books, we did finally get all the pages. I did that during a stream that we had to collect all over Mordor. I finally did that during a live stream. And now we got a special book that'll give us a lot of reputation once we get on into the allegiance system, and so this will give us 5,000 allegiance points. I have no idea if that's a good number or a bad number because I've not gone through, but I assume it's, you know, a decent chunk of the reputation that we would need, and so it's good that we were given that, so that's pretty cool. Alright, this should be our last enemy we need to take out here. Pull him away from the enforcer. There we go. Okay, show the message you recovered to Anoth near the Isenmouthe. The message can be read from your inventory. Okay, message for a Grukor to the captain of the pit, a Grukor, Lord of Durthing. My guards did the best they could, but we can't shut the Isenmouthe as you commanded. The blast of heat from the mountain bent and twisted the doors, and now they cannot be fully shut. Some few passed through before we received your command. But we now have turned away orcs and Easterlings alike. None will get past us. I will send this message to you with one of my finer runners. May he reach you quickly. Keeper of Karak Angren, which is the next area we're about to be headed into. So apparently the leaders are actually working together to shut things off underneath a Grukor, so that is pretty crazy. It looks like the place we need to travel now is actually back this way to deliver that message. Okay, buddy.
Did Ayorzén come this way?
What is this? Did Ayorzén come this way? You show the message you recovered to Anoth, and he considers it for a moment. This is very interesting, Andang. A Grukor must have commanded these orcs to close the Isenmouthe, but the doors were ruined in the blast from Ordorin, and the upheavals of Mordor. They could not shut them all the way. Fortuitous enough for us, mayhap. But even more so, it seems that they have turned Easterlings away and not permitted them to pass the gate without the permission of a Grukor. Did they turn Ayorzén away? Is he still in a dune? Search a dune for an Easterling camp. There is one, Rodvorn, somewhere to the north. He may try to return to his people. Okay, we're headed back to the Easterling camp. Just when you think you're out of a dune, they send you right back in. Okay, we will make our way up to the Easterling camp once more. Okay, looks like we actually have to fight these Easterlings. So let's go ahead and do just that. Hello, orc. Not sure where you came from. Another orc. We must have rode past him. Okay. There is no sign of Ayorzén. If he came here, he is gone now. Okay. Don't know how we figured that out by just killing 6 guys, but apparently, if you kill 6 Easterlings, that tells you if the leader's there or not somehow. Okay, let's continue on down and see what else we can find.
It's him! We have found our quarry.
Oh man. He's just sitting here by the road. What happened, buddy? Wow. He has like a bandaged foot and legs. This guy has been through a lot. His arm got hurt too, and his hand. Dang, dude. You have seen better days. Okay.
Do you rejoice to pursue a man who has done nothing?
I know you two have followed my trail. Do you rejoice to pursue a man who has done nothing? There is no kindness in your hearts, no forgiveness. I am Ayorzén, the humble, nothing more. When I escaped Dirthang, I thought to build my strength, find my allies, and rain destruction upon my jailers, and the great multitude of my enemies. But it is not to be. I went first to the Isenmouthe, but the guards would not let me pass. I then went to my old camp, home to my servants and my sworn men both, and found it hostile to me. They have given Ortakul the command, and all my servants and all my sworn men look upon me as a coward, as an unwelcome stain upon the Condolar. Conspirators and ingrates, all of them. I sat down here by the road once mighty Ayorzén, fallen so low as to have no place in all the world. I am not welcome in Gorgoroth. Even the orcs spit upon me, and there is no place for me with my own kind, despite my long military service, an impressive chain of titles and deeds. Ortakul has seen to that, and Gondor. Do not make me laugh, vile pursuers. Gondor would not welcome one such as me, and I care not for that invading land anyway. I have been waiting here for you to catch up and put an end to this miserable day. I surrender to you. Do with me what you will, but if you levy death upon me now, you will shame yourself and all you claim to honor. I am Ayorzén, twice imprisoned, first by the one side, and then by the other. What do you call yourself? Andang, and he is Anoth. I have heard more impressive names, truly. I have worn them myself. Do you want this trinket? It is of no use to me. I stole it from the vault of Dirthang, for I thought it might be useful. Yes, I wanted a valuable artifact to barter with some self-important, greed-blinded fool. You can have it, Andang. Ayorzén gives you the heirloom he stole from Dirthang. It has an unpleasant aura about it. Okay. Not sure what to think about this heirloom. I don't think we even have it in our inventory. Okay, let's talk to you again, buddy.
You don't believe his sad story, do you?
He was called Ayorzén the Wily for a reason, no matter what name he takes for himself now. Anoth clenches and unclenches his fists in frustration. We cannot kill him, Andang. He is a surrendered man, and the tale he weaves is one of despair, whether I believe it is truthful or not. If we were to slay him now, we would be no better than a Grukor, who betrayed the Mithrandir. But we must keep a close eye on him, and not forget that he is our enemy. That our other enemies have cast him aside does not absolve him of guilt for his crimes. As for the trinket he gave to you, I think any study of it should be reserved for Mithrandir. I feel a great deal of evil emanating from it, And shouldn't the wizard ensure it is not a devious trick of Ayorzén's before we accept it? It is a small curio, easily held in one hand, and its design is not of Mordor. I think it was fashioned elsewhere. It may be that its stay at the vault of Durthang has imbued it with the unpleasant aura that surrounds it. Bring it to the wizard and see what he thinks, Andang. Anoth sighs, clearly disappointed with the result of pursuing Ayorzén. I suppose we have to bring our captive out of Mordor. I do not like this, but we don't have much of a choice now. Oh man, that is not at all how I thought this was gonna go. Okay, let's go find Mithrandir, and apparently not make it to the next area yet. Man, this took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I'm glad it did though, because it's adding more resolution to stuff that was going on, and I feel like that resolution is something that didn't exactly go right in the end of Volume 4, and so I'm glad that we're getting some good resolution to Adun here. Alright, Mithrandir, let's figure out what this item is about.
What is this talk of prisoners? You have brought an Easterling out of Mordor?
You tell Mithrandir about Ayorzén, and hand over the artifact he gave to you. The wizard studies it closely. This is not an heirloom of Mordor, but it is wreathed with corruption. I will see if there is aught to learn from it, but for now you should not trouble yourself with Ayorzén, or his purloined gift. Both will be watched, and we will see what might be learned from either.
The air in Udun is filled with choking fumes and unhealthy vapors.
Adventurers who have sojourned in Gorgoroth have reported a great deal of discomfort, not only of the spirit, but of the body. The air in Adun is filled with choking fumes and unhealthy vapors, but nowhere worse than that produced by the mines and foundries of Anglach. I prepared a number of restorative draughts that should bring comfort to adventurers in Adun. I ask that you go to Anglach and give these draughts to any there who might suffer from these maladies. Tell them, too, that they must withdraw. Every moment they breathe, the foul fumes brings them closer to harm, and further from real recovery. Okay, apparently we are finally going to get our necklace here, but not before, apparently, finding the foundries of Anglach, and then actually going inside and making sure everything's good. Just when I think I'm done with Adun, we get sucked right back in. Alright, I'm fine with that. This is interesting so far. And, you know, I always like going back to Anglach. It's a cool fortress. The foundries of Anglach have filled the air with choking fumes. Somehow you completely did not notice this before, and are rethinking if you actually have your own health problems now. There you go, buddy. Drink up. Yes, your vigor returns. That's great, buddy. You just continue along. Okay, looks like we only have to do this to 3 people, which are all outside. Okay. There you go, buddy. Yep, just what you needed. That's great. Still amazed at just how good of a job they did outside here. There you go, buddy. Yes, you're renewed. Awesome. Okay. Oh, we need to talk to another guy out here.
What have you done? You have stopped my men from their tasks!
I lead this group of adventurers, and if they are not fighting orcs or searching for treasure, they are not doing their jobs. The air here is foul, that is true, but these are strong men, and they cannot use that as an excuse to relax their effort. If you wish to be of help, you could make your way into the mine. It is delved behind the foundries here and descends beneath us for a great distance. Who knows what treasures await us in there? If you care so much for the lives of these men, you would be doing them a service if you thinned out some of the foes that lurk in the mine. You might find some treasure too. Bring it out here, and I will return with my men back to the gate, so they may recover, but not before.
Okay, buddy. Very condescending, I feel like. Especially by the voice actor that voiced that. Okay. Yes, let's make our way back inside Anglach. And probably die from the choking fumes. Okay, there we go. We killed the final orc we needed here in the mines, and now we can just bring treasure that we collected from the orcs back to this guy at Anglach. Okay, buddy.
This is all you found?
Okay, look. Look what you're doing right. All you were doing was just staring into the lava. You weren't looking for any treasure neither. So just, you know, stop, buddy. I know you're a captain or whatever you are, but stop.
This is all you found?
Yes.
These few baubles are the most treasure you could wrest from the mines beneath Anglach, foundry of the great Sauron. Places of great shadow will hold greater rewards, and we are on the outskirts of the lands that were his. Perhaps greater treasures will be found where the grip of the shadow is stronger. Belaith snorts. Or perhaps you did not know where to look, Andang. Just as soon as my men have recovered from breathing in the noxious fumes of this place, we will be back. The real treasure must be hidden deeper within the mine. Even so, a deal spoken is a deal done. I will do as I said I would, and my men will have a few days to rest and recover before we return. Okay, creepy dude. I'm gonna go back to Mithrandir, because he seems to be the only sane person here. Okay, apparently Mithrandir moved outside of the Black Gate now, so we're moving on out further to wherever he seems to be now. Alright, Mithrandir.
To linger so near to Anglach is unwise.
I saw a group of treasure seekers returning from Adun, so I know you did your duty, and compelled them to return. They did not value their lives as greatly as they value their treasure. If they continue on this course, they will soon have neither. Treasure makes fools of all men. To linger so near the mines and foundries of Anglach is unwise. For these seekers of treasure, or indeed for any, who can say what foul work was undertaken for Sauron at Anglach, or what terrible craft was done there in the name of his war? Dang. Alright, Ayorzén, sitting nearby, laughs coldly.
He fancies himself a wizard, does he? Ayorzén knows about wizards.
And wants nothing to do with them. They are not as wise as they claim to be, nor as impartial. He says none know what was made at Anglach, but that is already not right, for I know well. The great ram Grond was made there, and wreathed about with spells. I saw it destroy the gate of the tall city myself, and if things had gone otherwise, there would have been no stopping it, if it weren't for you meddling kids. Yes, I was in the war councils, and I heard the plans for Grond. Can this so-called wizard claim that? No, he cannot. It was a matter of pride for me, Ayorzén the included, but now I have been replaced. Replaced by Ortakul, no doubt. He will not last. That at least is cause for comfort.
Okay, well, I think when we return, we'll talk to Mithrandir and learn what needs to be done next. But, man, nobody's listening to us. They're all just continuing to get their treasure and just not care at all about our advice or anything like that, which is unfortunate because clearly it's not working out too well so far. But we will find out if things turn out to be better for these treasure seekers, or if it will just continue to spiral into worse and worse situations. But of course, that is not till next episode. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to give it a like down below. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for more of Mordor.